What's going on, guys? It's Jake Kamara here with another episode of Initial Thoughts for you. Today we're going to be talking about the first DLC pack for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier, Arctic Strike. Now this map pack was released today, July 17th, for 800 Microsoft points or $10 on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. It includes 3 new multiplayer maps called Riot, Skyline, and Evicted. Right now the gameplay you're seeing is me playing Evicted on Conflict. I'm going to be playing on the Bodark team, and I'm going to be using the standard AK-2000 assault rifle. The DLC also includes 6 new weapons. For the rifleman, we have the S2000, F2000, and the CJS-805. For the scout, we have the Type 05JS and the BT-MP9. And for the engineer, we have the OCP-11 and the MK-17. Now, all these guns are actually unlocked by default, so you don't have to do anything to unlock them. You just go and use them immediately. You can use all those unlocked tokens you have that you haven't really used in a while, and get all your attachments for those weapons. We've also got one guerrilla mode map, which is actually the only part of the map which is actually like an Arctic theme. It's called Arctic Base, and it's like you're just trying to hold off enemies. It's a lot like one of the missions of the campaign where you're trying to infiltrate an enemy base in an Arctic environment. You also have a 10+ level cap increase, so now you can get all your classes up to level 60. Before you could only get them up to 50. And it also includes 2 new achievements, which is a little weird. There's only 2, which are up to I think 35 gamer score. So not a huge I think it's actually either 35 or 25 gamer score. So it's not really a huge add-on to the game. So what you're going to be seeing here is me, just like I said, playing Conflict. I do pretty good. We really attack the enemy team, and I'm going to be talking about all the maps. So I've gotten a little bit of hands-on time in Evicted, which you're seeing right here. I'm going to be talking about a little bit. It's like a in the middle, and on either side of the map, there's like an apartment complex where you can go inside, and then you've also got like park areas around, which you can use as cover and such. It's a pretty nice map. The colors are pretty good because Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier, the engine, as you can kind of see, there aren't very many bright colors on the screen, but you've got some pretty cool imagery on the screen, like the park area is pretty nice and stuff. And then you have Riot, which is a kind of like a mid-city area where you've got, like, it's kind of war-torn. You have some destroyed buildings. Then you've got a bus in the middle where you can go inside and take cover. And then Skyline, it's a large complex on the very top of a building with some interior structures that you can also go inside. That's a little confusing. I haven't really figured out all the routes, but you can kind of see this map is almost symmetrical on either side, especially the apartment complexes. Each team has their own. The weapons are pretty cool. I'm not going to be using the Bodark weapon because I just don't really like it, and the AK-2000 suits my needs a lot better. But the F-2000 for the ghosts, I actually really like. I wish I would have gotten a gameplay with the ghosts, but I could just not find a gameplay with the ghosts. Bodark is pretty cool. I unlocked the incendiary grenades, so you're gonna see me throwing those. The new game mode is pretty cool. Not much to talk about with it. It's just a new game mode. Of course, you can only play that with people who have the maps, so you're not going to be seeing it as much in lobbies as you do like Conflict and stuff, and Saboteur and stuff like that. The price is a little interesting because it's only $10, which I think is pretty good for the content you're getting. You're basically getting 3 pretty large multiplayer maps. You're getting a pretty good game mode, 6 new weapons you of course unlock by default, and then you're getting a map for the guerrilla mode map. The guerrilla mode, which is like the horde mode type thing, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I really don't understand why it's called Arctic Strike, because there's only one part of the map that actually is with the Arctic. Like, I was expecting most of the multiplayer maps, and of course the guerrilla mode map, to be part of like a winter-like theme, but really you're not getting that. So I think the name is a little confusing. I can kind of understand why they chose that name, but when I saw it, because the name and like kind of release date was shown in the casing of the game, which I did not unbox, but it kind of made it look like it was going to be a very Arctic themed expansion. And of course you do have the guerrilla mode map, but I don't think you're really getting. The name is a little deceiving. One of the weird things is that you only actually get 1 weapon per faction per class. So basically, like if you're playing the Ghost Infantryman, you get 1 new weapon, which is the F-2000. So you actually don't have like a new LMG and a new assault rifle, or a new carbine, and a new shotgun, or a new sniper rifle, and a new submachine gun. So that's okay. I guess I can see why, because this game did come with quite a few weapons to begin with, and it's nice that you've unlocked them all from default. But I kind of wish that they would have switched up a little bit, maybe added like an LMG or so. But they're probably leaving that out for another expansion pack, because I feel like Ubisoft is really going to add a lot onto this game in the months to come, because this game is pretty popular. I'm going to be performing a little bit rusty, because I haven't really played this game that much since its release. I played it quite a bit. I'm like level 35, I think, which is okay, but it's a game that I never really got into that much. I definitely have a lot of fun playing it periodically, and this DLC I think is really going to kind of bring me back to it a little bit, because I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 3 and Halo lately, and I think I'm going to probably play this for the remainder of the summer, mostly. Try to get to level 50 or now 60 with the new level cap. Another thing that I'm kind of disappointed about with this DLC is the amount of achievements. Now, you know me, I'm a big achievement hunter. I like to get most of the achievements in a game, and I'm kind of disappointed that the DLC only has 2 achievements. I was really expecting, a little bit more from it. Maybe, I don't know, 100 gamer score worth of achievements, maybe totaling about 5 or 6. And I can kind of see why, because there's not, it is a little bit cheaper. But for example, I don't like comparing games to each other, but in the Halo expansion packs, like the Noble Map Pack or the Defiant Map Pack, those are also 800 Microsoft points. They include 3 maps, or 2 and 1 Firefight map if you count the Defiant Map Pack. But they really, they had quite a few achievements, and I'm quite disappointed that you only get a very small amount of gamer score with this update. So if you're an achievement hunter and you're just getting this for achievements, I would not recommend this pack, because the achievements, there's 2. One for performing in the best squad on the new game mode, Stockade, and another is to win a multiplayer match on all 3 of the new maps, Skyline, Riot, and Evicted. Pretty easy achievements, which I'm probably going to get soon. I've almost got the win 3 multiplayer maps, and I haven't done much of the new game mode, so I haven't gotten that one yet. But they're pretty easy, and I think that they're I think they could have just added a little bit more. I kind of like the weapons. They all have a new type feel to them, because especially for the infantryman class, they basically have like a semi-automatic weapon, an automatic weapon, and a 3-round burst weapon for both the Bodark and the Ghosts. And it kind of adds one more. The F2000 is automatic, and so is the infantry, the Bodark version. And I think they add some new kind of choices, because really, if you wanted to use an automatic weapon that you can just kind of spray with, you use the ACR, and then you use the other weapons for the like the M417 if you wanted to do just the single shot burst, and the Type 95 if you want to do the tri-shot. But I think that they're pretty cool, and again, it's really cool how you unlock them by default. I was kind of expecting them to do like a Battlefield 3 type thing where you have to complete objectives to do them. But if you're a person who hasn't really played this pack that much, this will give you a very good set of weapons to use on the battlefield. You don't unlock all the attachments, obviously, so you have to use all your attachment tokens to unlock new attachments and such for the guns, but that'll be pretty easy, because I had about 20 for each team built up, because I've been using the ACR a lot lately, and I haven't really needed to get any more attachments for any other weapons, so I put those on there, got them all on the F2000 instantly, and I really like the performance of the weapon. You're not seeing it in this gameplay, but there's very little recoil, and I really like it with suppressor. There's no dual mags, so unlike the ACR, you can't do one faster than one slower, really. They're all pretty slow, but it's a pretty accurate gun, and I really like it. I haven't played on the the Guerrilla mode map yet, but I've seen from the gameplay, it's quite a bit like the one from Campaign. Fighting off enemies, it's pretty good, because the game did not come with very many Guerrilla mode maps, so this adds a little bit more variety to your game. And also with the multiplayer maps, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, when it came out last May, it did not include very many maps, and with these 3 new maps, they really add some new life into the game. This pack was delayed. It was supposed to come out on the 4th, but due to some issues with the pack, they decided to push it back a couple weeks. I'm not that disappointed that it wasn't out, because it wasn't out then. It gave me a little bit more time to prepare for the video, but I can see how it kind of disappointed people. But I think that what you're getting is definitely worth the wait. It really expands on most of the base options of the game, and I like how it doesn't just add new maps, it adds a lot of new weapons, some new achievements, as well as it increases the level cap. That's pretty cool. I haven't really seen that with most games with expansions, because it really wants you to play more. It doesn't just give you new weapons to use, it gives you a new rank to try to achieve with those new weapons and on those new maps. So it kind of all around increases the lifespan of the game. If you bought this game back in May, I definitely suggest picking up this pack because it's pretty cheap. It's only 800 Microsoft points, which for map packs they're usually $15, so it kind of puts it a little bit under that range. It's a little bit smaller than most map packs. The maps are the 3 maps are good, but then like I said, there's not a ton of weapons. And that there's only one guerrilla mode map, which I do like because it does add on, because there were not very many to begin with. But I kind of think that there's a reason this is 800 Microsoft points, but it's quite a good deal for somebody who just wants to play the game a little bit more. I definitely think you should get this. Quite a few people are playing right now. I don't think everybody who has this game is gonna get the map pack. So you're gonna have to go into a you're gonna have to find games with it, but it actually gives you a really nice option. On the main menu, there's a feature to actually change to go to just the normal vanilla maps, and it also gives you the option to add on the Arctic Recon maps and just play that. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes, like it gives you the choice to pick between a couple maps. Sometimes there's another just normal vanilla map, but of course, since this pack just came out, most people won't choose it, so you're definitely probably going to be playing all the new maps most of the time. One interesting thing is if you just want to play this, if you ever back out, just go back out of the multiplayer lobby, it's going to default back to the normal mode, so remember that you need to change that every time you go back in if you want to keep playing these maps. They're pretty fun. Just the layout I think is a little confusing, especially on Skyline, but it's definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to. And I kind of like that. I like having time to kind of learn the maps and such, because you know, I like to expand more life into the game. And I think that this might introduce some new buyers to the game. I don't think this is a completely necessary expansion pack. I don't think you need to buy this. But if you are a big fan of this game, like me, I really enjoyed the beta, and I've really been enjoying the retail release. This is kind of, this is a good buy. It doesn't take that long to download. It's about 500 megabytes, so it's not like a huge expansion pack. And the maps can be a little bit boring at some points, but there's some good hiding spots, some new cover systems, especially like the bus on Riot. It's pretty cool how it kind of stretches across the middle of the map, so it gives a cool little area for your team to hide out in if you want to get some good kills. Right here, this is a pretty cool area where you've got quite a few different like stone structures to get to and fight the enemy team. I think we're getting pretty close to their spawn right now, so you're going to be seeing a lot of the team moving up a little bit. Quite a few flanking routes left that building to the left. There's a lot of enemies behind that, and I have to kind of fall back a little bit. But all the maps, I think Skyline is definitely my least favorite, but I think Ride and Evicted are definitely really good, and the maps that originally came with the game were quite enjoyable, and I think that they kind of live up to those. That's kind of just about everything I have to say about this expansion pack. It's not a huge pack like a map pack for Call of Duty, but it's something that I think that while the world was kind of talking about all the new multiplayer maps in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, like Terminal, which I'm hoping to put up some gameplay later this week or so. It's just kind of like a stealth package that kind of came to the market, and I would highly suggest this. So you can go out to the marketplace. It's not available for PC yet because the PC version of Ghost Recon Future Soldier was available just a couple weeks ago. So you're gonna have to wait a little while for that. But for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 users who really enjoyed Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier when it was released back in May of the 22nd, I highly suggest you go out to the your online store, get some currency, and pick it up and start downloading it. I'm going to be playing it mostly for the next couple of days. Try to learn the maps, try to reach that level 60 cap. So that's basically the video. That's all I really have to say with it. We're just about wrapping up with our game, and games do definitely take a little while, so be prepared to kind of wait it out a little bit, and it's kind of like a mini battlefield type experience where you're fighting for a pretty long time. The game's just about to end here. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is kind of my first DLC review besides the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 maps. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked this video. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.